You can use for loop to perform particular actions multiple times. Let's say if I want to print hello on my page multiple times, I'm going to need 4 things for that. The first thing that I'm going to need is the counter, which will count how many times you have performed that action. Then I'm going to need to tell my program by how much I should increment that counter by. I'm going to say incremented by. I'm going to also need to tell my program where to start that counter at and where should that counter end at. So once I have these 4 things, then I can write my for loop. For writing for loop, I'm going to say for, and in the parenthesis, first I'm going to define my counter. So I'm going to say let counter, and then I'm going to tell my counter where to start at. So I'm going to say counter should start at 1, and then I'm going to need to tell my counter where it should end at. So I want to end my loop when counter reaches the value of 11. That means when the counter is less than or equal to 10, we would like to keep on performing the loop. And I'm going to end this statement by a semicolon. And then finally, we're going to need to tell our counter how much it should get incremented by. For that, I'm going to say counter is equal to counter plus 1. That means we would like to perform this action 10 times. We're defining counter at 1. We're incrementing counter by 1 in each loop. And we're going to stop our loop when the counter reaches the value of 11. So we want to keep on doing this when counter is less than 10. And the action that I want to perform, I can write that in a code block. So I'm going to open and close curly braces here. And here we would like to print hello 10 times on our page here. So the message value here is empty, and that's what I'm assigning to my paragraph here. But if I want to add values to this message 10 times, I can say message is equal to message plus hello. So on the first loop, message will be empty, and the first loop hello will get added to the message. On the second loop, hello is already present in the message. Another hello will get added into message. On the third loop, third hello will get added, and so on. So if I refresh the page now, it's going to print hello 10 times on my page. You can do this 20 times by increasing this limit. I can change this to 20 and then refresh this page. It's going to print hello 20 times. If I change this to 30 and then refresh the page, it's going to print hello 30 times. You can also increment your counter by a different value. Let's say if I want to increment counter by 2, that means it will reach the value of 30 twice as fast. So if I refresh the page now, it's going to print hello 15 times because 30 divided by 2 is 15. You can also write this statement different way. I'm going to change this back to 1 again. And now if I refresh the page, it's going to print hello 30 times. But you can write this statement in a different way, like by using the incrementer operator. You can say plus plus, and then that will increment counter by 1 for each loop. You can also change this statement by using plus equal to sign. I can say plus equal to add hello to the existing value of message. And now if I refresh the page, that's going to print hello 30 times on my page. So this is how you can use for loop. In the next section, I'm going to talk about break and continue statements.